Hey guys, welcome back to Love and Life, brought to you by Connected, the matchmaking and coaching service that's redefining modern love and relationships. We're your two hosts and relationship coaches, George and Morney.
Hi guys.
Here to dive deep into real conversations about love, dating, and personal growth. Today's episode is extra fun because we're diving into what I honestly think is one of the best classrooms for understanding love: celebrity relationships. Now, hear me out. Celebrity couples live their relationships under a microscope. The pressure, the timelines, the public expectations, the curated social media posts, everything is on display. And because of that, we often get a clearer look at what works and what eventually breaks in a relationship. This isn't about gossip, though. This is about learning. When things play out publicly, we actively gain powerful insight into our own dating lives. So today, we're breaking down a recent celebrity engagement breakup. Nina Dobrev and Shaun White. What happened? What can we learn? And how do we make sure we don't fall into the same traps? Let's get into it.
All right, before we dive into the lessons, let's take a quick walk through Nina and Shaun's relationship timeline. They first met in late 2019 at a Tony Robbins seminar. Sparks flew, and soon after, they officially started dating in early 2020. Then came COVID, and like many couples, they moved in together during quarantine, and they seemed to thrive, constantly posting fun videos and photos together. Between 2022 and 2023, they were super supportive of each other, showing up at events, posting each other, and cheering on careers. Outwardly, they look like a strong and aligned couple. Then, in October 2024, Shaun proposed to Nina in New York City with a stunning 5-carat diamond ring, and they looked happy, engaged, and in love. And in between late 2024 and early 2025, they appeared to be enjoying the engagement glow. Nina even mentioned how she loved the engaged phase and she wasn't rushing wedding planning. But then things shifted. The last time they were photographed together was at the end of August 2025, holding hands in LA. Fast forward to September 7th, a month later, Nina appeared at the Toronto International Film Festival without her engagement ring. Fans quickly noticed, and on September 11th, a few days later, their breakup was officially confirmed by reputable news outlets.
So, what actually happened? Obviously, we don't know the private details of their relationship, but based on what's been reported and analyzing it through our lens as relationship coaches, we can identify a few major themes. First, different timelines. Reports suggest Nina wanted to move forward with starting a family sooner, while Shaun wasn't ready to plan a wedding or start a family just yet. As we know, differing relationship timelines don't mean a couple is unhealthy, but they do become a major point of tension if not actively addressed. Second, public cues. Nina appearing without her engagement ring, the unpinned engagement posts. These subtle changes often show up when internal doubts start brewing. People don't always announce their concerns, and they definitely will show them. Third, TikTok scandal. A few days before the breakup announcement, Nina posted a cryptic TikTok referencing fixing a man, which the internet immediately picked apart. Was it intentional? Was it coincidence? We don't know. But what we do know is that when couples hit rough patches, social media becomes a magnifying glass. So, while the love was there, the alignment, the timing, and the communication began to fall out of sync.
Now, let's get into the real reason we're here, the lessons. Here are 5 major takeaways from Nina and Shaun's breakup that every dater needs to hear. Number one, compatibility isn't just love, it's timelines. Sure, you can adore someone, but still not be aligned when you want marriage, kids, or big life changes. So, what's the takeaway? Get crystal clear on when you want things, not just what you want. Number two, engagement doesn't mean we're all set for life. Engagements can create a false sense of security. So, what's the takeaway? Engagement, look at it as an active communication phase. You're planning your future. So, you should be talking even more about your dreams and desires, not less. Number three, enjoying the moment versus wanting to move forward is a real relationship conflict. Some people, they want to savor the engagement period, but others, they want to plan ASAP. Neither of them are wrong, but you want to make sure that you're on the same page about that with your partner. So what's the takeaway? Normalize different speeds. Talk about your expectations before you get engaged. I know it may sound scary, but that's super crucial. Number four, external pressure magnifies everything. Even if you're not famous, friends, family, and sometimes even your social media followers can unintentionally add pressure. Constant questions can get annoying. So you need to be able to tackle them as a unit. So the takeaway, build a bubble, set boundaries, and talk openly about outside noise. Anything that's bothering you, your partner should know. And number five, relationship doubts always start small. A missing ring, a shorter text, a shift in tone. These subtle signs often reflect internal feelings. So don't ignore or dismiss them. And the takeaway there is to address things early. Don't wait until a small concern becomes a big crack.
And to round it up to 10, here are another 5. Number 6, a respectful breakup is not a failure. Nina and Shaun didn't publicly drag each other. They didn't create drama, didn't embarrass one another. The takeaway, breakups can most definitely be mature transitions, despite what you see online. Number 7, love is not the same as long-term compatibility. People can love each other deeply and still want different futures. The takeaway, emotional connection is not enough. You need logistical alignment too. Number 8, every relationship phase demands new skills. They thrived in quarantine and dating, but the long-term planning phase required different strengths. The takeaway, every chapter requires different tools. Don't assume the next step will be as easy as the last. Number 9, social media isn't reality. TikToks, Instagram posts, and algorithm-approved clips never tell the full story. The takeaway, don't use social media to reveal or diagnose a relationship problem. That conversation needs to happen privately. And number 10, mutual respect after a breakup means the relationship succeeded in many ways. They handled their split with grace, and that says a lot about their emotional maturity. The takeaway, a breakup doesn't mean your love life is ending. It means you're clearing the path for something better.
How to avoid this in your own relationship. So before we wrap up, let's talk about you, our listeners, and how you can avoid falling into the same patterns Nina and Shaun did. These lessons aren't just celebrity problems. They're real relationship struggles that many couples face quietly. So here's what you can do. Number 1, talk about timelines early, even before getting engaged. You want to make sure you're asking the real questions. When do you want to get married? How long do you want to be engaged? When do you want kids, if at all? These aren't awkward. They're responsible and telling of the person that you're committing to. Number 2, check in with each other regularly. Don't just assume things are fine just because you're happy today. People change, priorities shift, and that's not meant to scare you. But create a monthly check-in ritual to make sure that you're aligned and you can be aligned moving forward. Number 3, Don't avoid hard conversations because you're scared of the outcome. Avoidance creates emotional distance faster than anything else. So if something bothers you, say it early and mean it. Number 4, protect your relationship from outside pressure. Not everyone needs to know everything. So decide together what you post on social media, what you share with others, and what remains private, and make sure that you guys are on the same page about this. Number 5, watch for small indicators of misalignment. If your partner withdraws, avoids conversations, or changes how they act around you, don't ignore it. You're not being delusional. Address it with curiosity, not accusation. Number 6, prioritize communication over assumptions. Healthy relationships don't avoid conflict, they navigate it. So choose honesty over comfort. If you can do these things consistently, you dramatically reduce the likelihood of drifting apart silently, just like Nina and Shaun did.
And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up today's episode of Love and Life podcast. Celebrity relationships might seem glamorous, but at the end of the day, they deal with the same dynamics we all do. The difference is we get to learn their mistakes without experiencing the heartbreak ourselves. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share it with someone navigating their own relationship journey. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.